New Vegas is such a timeless title, isn't it? If you played the game, it's likely that you remember at least some part of your first playthrough. I know I do. I went for Yes Man, just because in my dumb kid mind I thought, oh, I want to rule Vegas, that sounds so cool. Without any real critical thinking about the important stuff, like healthcare, and, making laws. Either way, that playthrough is still kept in some little crevice of my mind, though it slowly began to fade as time goes on. But one part of it will stay with me till the end, and that's the opening to New Vegas is nothing short of pure, unadulterated cinema, and as such, is appropriate to start at, well, the opening cinematic. Very start, you're a camera panning away from a picture of Las Vegas in 2025. How we became a camera is a complete and utter mystery. Must be something to do with the radiation. Either way, we pan out further and further, and just see more and more of how much the wastes have corrupted the hearts of those living within them. At first it seems alright. A few overturned tables, nothing you can't fix, and then it goes further. You see more of the destruction that the bombs had laid on. You see soldiers drunkenly making their way down the strip, probably to go to their next casino. You see robots acting as police, trying to enforce law and order. And finally, an NCR ranger fires a shot, hitting what appears to be a fiend straight in the head. And just then, it cuts to Legion soldiers preparing an assault on the NCR. Just this section alone is enough to show you the kind of place that you're about to be thrust into. You can see the brutality of those living within it, the two sides fighting a war that you don't even understand yet, and the city shining like a beacon in the middle of an empty desert. And all of this is just the first minute of the game. The first minute. Then you see your role in all this. Your hands bound, laid before a group of men. They tell you that just by doing your job, you made some mistake. You're not even sure why you need to die for this. But it's not like you're in any position to ask. Finally, you hear the most iconic line to come out of this game by far.
Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Eventually, you come to, finding yourself in the office of a doctor who almost certainly doesn't have his license. You're alive, and magically, you don't have any amount of brain damage. Unless you want to pretend you do. In which case, just go ahead and eat Doc Mitchell, or something, you psycho. Either way, you're left to your own devices, the only semblance of a real character trait being that you want revenge against the man who shot you. All of that, less than 5 minutes into this game. You see what I'm talking about now, right? I mean, just in the first 5 minutes, you get your motivation, an idea of what's going to happen, and just, well, superb writing all around. So, now you're free, after clicking through a dozen or so DLC messages, obviously. So, what's there to do? Well, you got a few options. You could just ditch town straight away, go wherever your little heart desires. Or you can go for the far more interesting option and head to the town saloon, meet a woman by the name of Sunny Smiles, let her teach you the basics, how to aim, how to crouch, basically everything that you need in order to actually play the game. Admittedly, this whole section is a bit tutorial-y, but with that being said, it's not very long either, so it sort of balances out. From there, you head back inside the saloon, and you see the owner being pestered by some man by the name of Joe Cobb, demanding that she tells him where the location of a man named Ringo is. So you got another choice here. The very first moral choice of the game. This Ringo guy has killed a number of Cobb's men. Granted, it wasn't self-defense, but still, he did it. So Cobb wants revenge. Lots of revenge in this game so far. Additionally, being the psychopathic outlaw that Cobb is, he also wants to kill everyone in town and take it over for the Powder Gangers, which is the gang he's a part of. So, do you side with the people of Good Springs, protecting both them and Ringo from further harm, potentially incurring the wrath of a crazy band of outlaws? Just in this first town, you're given a decision that really does have some serious ramifications for you. Obviously, if you look at it from the perspective of a main character, killing the Powder Gangers is a clear choice, considering you literally can't lose the fight. But if you think about it from the perspective of somebody actually in this world, if you think about it from the perspective of someone that, well, if they die, that's it, it becomes far, far more gray. You want to help the people of Good Springs. They've done nothing but be kind to you, and they've literally saved your life at this point. But is it worth it to you? You're free to make this choice, just like you were free to leave, just like you were free to never get involved in this chaos in the first place. You don't need to play a hero for these people, but you probably will. You want to. you want to help them. In this short time, you've become attached to these bleeps and bloops. You don't want them to die. Or, well, worse at the hand of these outlaws. But is it worth risking your own life? Duh. So, you killed those filthy Gangers, you protected Ringo Starr, and you saved the town of Goodsprings. You're like a hero, or something. But there's something else looming. Something that you can't just help to be entranced by. The glowing city miles away, shining bright. Despite the fact that there's still so much to do around this area, you can't help but to want to leave it all behind and run straight to New Vegas. Who could blame you? It's practically screaming out to you. And to add on to that fear of missing out, you keep hearing the soothing voice of Mr. New Vegas on the radio, telling you about all the interesting things going on around the wasteland.
This is Mr. New Vegas fanning the flames of your passion. You know, I think all news, whether it's good or bad, brings us closer together.
Mr. New Vegas is the embodiment of Vegas itself. He's suave, he's smooth, he's alluring, but he's fake. Just like everything in the city is. He's a pretty face hiding deceit. He's everything that the city on the horizon is tenfold. Mr. New Vegas isn't even human. He's AI. Fake to his very core, and yet, you still love him. And once again, this just adds to the beauty of the New Vegas intro. You want to see more. You want more. There's no feeling of boredom, only intrigue and anticipation. So, in less than an hour, this game has managed to accomplish what so many other games try to capture for their entire runtime. It made you attached to these fake people, it made you want to go after your attempted killer, and it made you want to see more. All of this in a part of the game that most players are determined to get through as fast as possible. Maybe there's a lesson to learn in all this. Maybe we as gamers need to slow down a little. Maybe we need to take in more and not worry so much about rushing to the end. Maybe we just need to sit back, relax, and really appreciate what it is that we're seeing. Or maybe not. Either way, thank you for watching.